The drama surrounding Week 3 feels like it was scripted in a way no fan could ignore. In just a couple of days, the storyline of the Raiders facing the Commanders completely shifted. The Raiders, who walked off the field Monday night against the Chargers with the sting of a humbling loss, suddenly found themselves staring at a matchup that now looks far more favorable. A double twist of fate tilted the scales, and with it came an opportunity that can't be squandered. The first twist is the headline that has shaken Washington. Jaden Daniels is out. Their prized rookie quarterback, the one who carried so much of the franchise's hope on his shoulders, sidelined with a knee injury. For the first time since his debut, Daniels will not be under center. And that changes everything. He wasn't just another starter filling in a role. He was the spark, the engine, the reason this offense could survive. His legs extended plays. His creativity forced defenses to cover every blade of grass. Without him, Washington loses not just production, but identity. Into that void steps Marcus Mariota. A veteran, experienced, respectable. But let's be clear, there's a reason he's the backup. Mariota can run, yes. He can throw in rhythm, yes. But he is not Jaden Daniels. He doesn't bring the explosive second reaction magic, and he doesn't terrify defenses in the same way. Washington goes from having a budding star under center to a placeholder, and the betting markets wasted no time reflecting that truth. The line swung in favor of the Raiders the moment the news broke. Vegas told the world exactly what everyone was thinking. Daniels was worth points and Mariota is replaceable. The second twist? Jackson Powers-Johnson is back. The rookie center cleared concussion protocol and will slide back into the middle of the Raiders' offensive line. If you watched the game against the Chargers, you know how badly his absence hurt. Protection calls were a mess. Timing was off. The run game disappeared. Geno Smith pressed, forcing throws that turned into interceptions. Everything felt off balance. That changes with JPJ back. He doesn't guarantee perfection, but he restores order, stability, and confidence in a group that needs it badly. So here we are. Washington missing its future. Las Vegas regaining a vital piece of its present. That's the double swing. But opportunity doesn't equal victory. And if the Raiders are serious about their season, this is the week to prove it. Washington's roster, beyond Daniels, looks battered. Tight end John Bates, their best inline blocker and a security blanket for young quarterbacks, is out. Wide receiver Noah Brown won't play. Austin Eckler, their supposed dual-threat safety valve, has been gone for weeks. What's left? A rookie running back, Jackery Krosky-Merritt. One-star wideout in Terry McLaurin trying to shoulder too much. And a patchwork group that looks far less intimidating without Daniels orchestrating it all. And yet, Mariota is not to be dismissed outright. He has burned defenses before when they failed to respect him. He can move, he can extend plays, and he can pick up just enough to frustrate you if you lose discipline. But history tells the truth. Mariota struggles when forced into long, methodical drives, when the defense keeps him in the pocket, when the explosive run lanes are cut off and he has to read defenses instead of reacting. That's the task for Patrick Graham's unit. Force Mariota to play their game, not his. The Raiders' defense, through 2 weeks, has been ahead of schedule. 16.5 points allowed per game, 70 yards rushing allowed per game. They've bottled up opposing running backs and forced quarterbacks to do too much. The front seven has been stout. Max Crosby may not have lit up the stat sheet yet, but his presence always lingers. Around him, Thomas Booker has surprised as a disruptive force inside. Malcolm Kuntz has stepped into his own. Tyree Wilson is flashing promise. And Jamal Adams, the move that many doubted, is proving everyone wrong with physical, reliable play. This unit has teeth, and this matchup is built for them. If they can force Mariota into mistakes, strip sacks, tipped interceptions, short fields, they can suffocate Washington quickly. But defense alone won't get it done. The Raiders' offense has to wake up. Geno Smith has had a rough start, with 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions through 2 weeks. The rhythm has been off, and when the run game stalls, he's been pressing too much. That has to change. And it starts with balance. Throwing for over 360 yards while running for barely 50 is not a formula for winning football. Ashton Genie has to get at least 20 touches. Between carries and receptions, he's too explosive to be marginalized. With JPJ back anchoring the line, running between the tackles becomes a real option again. You can't afford to let Washington's defense tee off on Geno by dropping him back 40 times. The weapons are there. Jacoby Myers has been the safety blanket. Tucker, Thornton, and Brock Bowers add speed and size. The potential is undeniable. But Geno must show discipline. Take the checkdowns. Hit the tight ends over the middle. Force Washington to defend every yard patiently instead of chasing the big shot every play. Dan Quinn's defense is designed to bait quarterbacks into forcing things deep. If Geno plays patient football, the windows will open up naturally. And Washington's secondary isn't what it used to be. Aging, inconsistent, vulnerable. That's where the Raiders can capitalize, but only if Geno resists the temptation to force hero throws. Special teams will matter too. Daniel Carlson's leg remains one of the most reliable weapons in football, and in a game that could turn into a grind, his accuracy could swing the outcome. A.J. Cole must continue flipping the field, making Washington drive the full length under Mariota's control, and mistakes in the return game cannot happen. Field position is often the hidden story of games like these. And then there's the psychology. The Raiders walked off the field against the Chargers, knowing they were second best. That was a reality check. But this week is not that. This is not a step up in weight class. This is a test of maturity. Because beating a team missing its franchise quarterback and starting center is not optional. It's expected. These are the games that decide whether this season ends at 7 wins again or whether progress is real. The formula is clear. Protect Geno, feed Ginty, stay balanced. On defense, bottle up the run, keep Mariota in the pocket, and take the ball away. Simple football executed cleanly will win this game. The Raiders don't get gifts often in the NFL, but Week 3 gave them 2. Washington lost its quarterback. Las Vegas regained its center. The only question left is whether this team is ready to cash in. What do you think, Raiders fans? Will this defense carry the day? Or is this the week Geno Smith finally steadies the ship? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more breakdowns all season long.